Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Monad update for you guys. Monad having a bit of a pullback. Looked like it was breaking out yesterday, but again, things change fast in crypto. Anywhere you see Monad under 3 cent, I think that's a great DCA opportunity. I think that's a great time to add to your bags if you haven't, accumulated 100,000 Monad yet. I think that's a great time. This is a great time to do so, right? You want to buy when other people aren't really interested in buying. What time is that? That is on the dips, right? That is when the project is in a correction, consolidating, you name it. That's when you add to your bags, right? You don't buy when you see big green candles, when people are FOMOing in, right? I saw someone reply to me when, Monad was at 3 cents that they're FOMOing in, right? And I replied to them, don't do that. Wait for dips, right? I don't know if they listened or not, but instantly, just like that, by being a bit more patient and, trading psychology, right? You don't have to know the best TA or anything like that. You just have to trade psychology, right? By trading psychology, now you have a cheaper entry, right? It's not that big of a deal, 3 cents to 2.629 cent. Not that big of a deal, but it saves you, gives you a little extra, right? When we do start moving up, right? Right now, Monad at 284.72 million market cap, 105 million volume. Volume still looking great, Again, thesis remains on Monad, still bullish. Still, price targets are the same. What is also awesome is that Kalshi and Monad has done a partnership, right? Now, if you guys don't know, Kalshi is a prediction market platform. Prediction markets, in my opinion, have taken so much capital and liquidity from the crypto market, because a lot of people have gone to the prediction market landscape, because this way they don't have to worry about getting rugged or any scam inside a bundle of coins, right? And the risk reward on prediction markets isn't as great, but it's as long as you're good with what you're doing, you could have some type of edge there, similar to crypto, without the risk of getting rugged, right? So we see Coinbase getting into prediction markets and all these other platforms as well. So Kalshi enables deposits and withdrawals from Monad into their prediction market platform, which is great to see. That is another use case for Monad. So if you're a Monad holder and you want to bet on Trump doing something crazy for the midterm year, or Kamala Harris, or all kinds of different news stories, etc., you could take your Monad coins and deposit them to Kalshi and use them to bet on whatever prediction you want to trade, right? So that is very bullish, right? This is what I say, Monad is actually being used. This is a great use case here, and because Monad is so fast and cheap, you could do these transactions on the platforms that implement Monad, very fast, for basically nothing, no fees attached, right? Because it's so cheap and so fast for Monad, right? So that was a nice little update that I saw, right? Someone posted it here on CoinMarketCap. And we also see from Crypto Club showing some TA here, which is pretty good to see. Mon update, our setup playing out perfectly. Since I first gave the long signal for Mon, it came a long way from there, but we are not done yet. So what's next? My final destination for this target is 0.048 cents. So basically, he's looking for a target back to the all-time high, which is very realistic, right? If you're in leverage trading, if you're long, right? That is very realistic. Just a heads up, we'll likely see a double bottom followed by a hard pullback and some bearish continuation, right? So that is typically the case when you enter, when you get to the point of the previous all-time high, you always have resistance there. Like it's a place where a lot of people take profits, in my opinion. And then once you could hold that all-time high level and break through it, then you enter price discovery. There's no more resistances, and now you have just nothing but air, Valhalla, right? You could go as high as possible, right? How high before you do get resistances, no one will know, right? Because now you're in price discovery. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that, guys. So like I said, we saw Monad bounce from the 2.5 cent area, bounce back up, but it's coming back down once again, back down to 2.6. How low will it come back down to? Maybe it does actually test that 2.4 cent area, and this was like just a short-term mini bull trap, right? I'm not, like I said, the short-term price action for Monad doesn't really, like, how should I say it? It doesn't really affect me personally, because I'm not leverage trading it. I never leverage trade. When I did well in 2024, it was just all spot, right? You buy a coin low and you sell it high, take profits high. Simple, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm not, in the leverage market, because the spot trading is so difficult. I have no idea how people could do leverage when spot trading is so difficult, right? Especially when liquidation events like October 10th, 2025 could take place, right? So, I'm spot. I'm just holding. Short-term price action doesn't really mean much to me unless I'm trying to add or take profit, right? So if Monad does come back down to that 2.4 cent, 2.3 cent, area, I might add some more, right? But yeah, Monad overall looking great, man. Looking way better than it's looking way better than the majority of altcoins, right? A lot of altcoins are just bleeding, right? You see this pullback that Monad got down to 1.7 cent. Other altcoins just kept going down, right? This one actually recovered, right? So, like I said, I think Monad will be an outlier for 2026. I think this will be one of the best performing altcoins, right? This is not a meme coin. Meme coins obviously could go crazy parabolic. There's one on Solana that went parabolic the other day, right? But the level of difficulty on trading those is so high, right? It's only like, I say, 3 people that could get gains on those, man, honestly, right? Whereas with Monad, if you're a retail investor, you got a 9 to 5, you don't have much time to be researching crypto, you just want to buy a project and hold it, Monad is right there, right? You don't have to overinvest either, right? Like I said, 50,000 Monad is a great investment in my opinion. And again, this is an investment. This is not like just a trade, right? It's a bit. It's a balance of both, right? So, $1,314 is 50,000 Monad right now, and obviously 100,000 is $2,630 right now. So, anywhere in that range, right? Even 25,000, we see $1 Monad. That's 25k, 50k, potentially 100k. Anywhere in that range for your holdings, in my opinion, is a great bet, right? This is more of a, the typical, regular, average person's investment right here, right? You don't have to worry about your investment too much. It's a great utility altcoin. It's a layer 1, has an active user base. TVL is growing. D-apps are being built. It's the shining star for 2026 in my opinion, right? It's new. It doesn't have bag holders yet. It didn't have to go through it. It's not, didn't go through previous cycles. So most people in the coin are in profit. So the sell pressure is minimal, right? So 2026, man, I think this will be Monad's year. I think this will be an outlier, even if, the macro might not go the way we want it to. Still think there, like Benjamin Cohen said, there could be a few coins that still perform great in a midterm year, and I think Monad will be one of them, right? So from Vegeta Crypto, right, looking for that pullback to continue up. He was looking for a box down to 2.4 cent, did not get that move, but we are seeing a bit of a pullback here, so we may just come back down to 2.6 cents at his green line right here one more time before we continue up to that 3 cent level. Right, great TA by the way. From peak, Mon TVL up 284 million, stablecoins 418 million, DEX 103 million. Right, fundamentals growing while price is still low, and that's what you want to see, because if the fundamentals of the project is growing, eventually the price will follow. Right. And 3 hours ago, someone that was leverage trading Mon. They were looking for that pullback. They said they're doing some damage control. Bitcoin harshly rejected from the low time frame trend, and they're looking for a lower bid to reassess, right? But most targets from here are that 3 cent area. That's a short-term target. So, Mon, like I said, in a great spot, guys. As always, none of this is financial advice. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Like and subscribe, share the videos. Really appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.